Hey y'all, welcome back to Sitting with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a mental health and wellness. This is, oh, sorry, my bad. I don't know what class this is, but today we're going to be talking about demands and obligations. And I usually use my phone for the workbook, but I do have printed copies now. This is the mental health and wellness workbook. I do have these available to you in PDF form. If you'd like a copy, go ahead and email me. And to pair with it, I have this I Am Healing Journal. This is my very first workbook that I ever made in Canva, and this is available for $10. It is a journal with affirmations so that you can take care of yourself. It's only 10 pages, $10. But today we're going to be talking about demands and obligations. And again, this one's free if you're watching the class. Go ahead and email me at ascendingwithashley. I don't have a website. ascendingwithashley@gmail.com, and you can request the I Am Healing Journal, and we can Cash App exchange. Okay? We have demands and obligations today. In addition to these systemic issues we live in, we did systemic issues last week, but I'm noticing that the black of the paper is muting my words, so hang on. In addition to these systemic issues we live in, we also have demands and obligations on all levels, and that leads to extreme amounts of stress. Within capitalism, money is often the thing that we're chasing and in need of, and we often allow our health to sit on the back burner while we make sure money is our main priority. While we do need to survive in these systems, we need to acknowledge that you yourself are more valuable than money ever will be. If we don't take care of ourselves, there will be no need for anything else. This is a difficult thing to come to terms with, and again, within these systems, we aren't given the space we need to make sure we're our best selves. So while we do have demands and obligations, and most of that rests on this idea of money, a lot of the times we notice other things in our life failing or falling to the wayside. I'm going to be posing a few questions just to help you in this acknowledgement of what your demands and obligations are, but also remember to not feel guilty about taking time for yourself if you need to use PTO or switch careers. I have been doing these readings called What's Your Calling readings, which is more about how to make space to do what we're really passionate about, what we feel like our calling is, really expand on the skills that we have, versus just having to do a job just to do a job, or at least creating space to have both existing within your life so that you're not just working to live, okay? There are ways around the system, but we do have to be creative, and we do have to get to a certain point in which we can no longer continue doing that, right? I was working at a call center. I was working at a call center full-time and JCPenney half-time, and I was also on Obama's re-election campaign, both in my community and the college campus, and I started going back to school half-time. That was a lot. But I did it because I didn't want to work at the call center. I got to a point where I was like, I cannot do this, right? I was having nightmares about adjusting medical claims, and I'm like, I can't do this. So if you're getting to that point, which I think a lot of us are in different ways, not just career, but in relationships, in geographic locations, in the current state of the world, that is an added stress as well, because while all of this is happening around us and we are seeing what's happening or being, whatever distance we have to that, either geographically or emotionally, mentally, it's affecting us, right? And it's a part of psychological warfare. So when we have control over our mental health, being in a space of wellness, it is very powerful, and it's a part of resistance ultimately. And that's what radical mental health is, right? This acknowledgement of getting to the root cause of why we are the way we are, and acknowledging what that is for us, and navigating how to relieve ourselves of that, or how to shift it, or change it, or quitting things that we have to quit, including jobs, okay? I'm not telling anyone to go out and become homeless. Go check out some of the What's Your Callings, right? Like, start the process of pivoting into something that's more fulfilling, because we are only here for a short matter of time, right? Just a mere few years. We're alive in these bodies, and we should be able to enjoy that, and we should be able to explore things, not just have our obligations and demands, okay? So let me go ahead and pose these questions to you. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. How do you deal with your stress? How do you make time to care for yourself and the others you care about? Friends, family, whatever. How do you navigate everything? Have you allowed yourself to say no to new commitments? Do you feel like the demands and obligations you have are fair? What could you let go of to make more time for your well-being? What do you already have that can help you make money? And what skills do you have that you can offer to others? All right. I think we have a few more classes still. Yeah, we have 3 more classes within this one, but one of them is like mostly in the workbook, so I'm gonna probably combine these all into one next week. Workbook wise it's 3 more, but we'll go ahead and get this shit over with, okay? I just finished the Daily Decolonizing today as well. I did print all of my workbooks. I'm very excited and proud of this work. I have a few sitting in Canva waiting to be created. That's how I'm supporting my mental health. I'm doing a lot this year to finally put my art out in the world, beyond YouTube and the internet, but like in physical. I'm really focused on making products. I've been in a brainstorming and creation phase for the past couple months while I've been laying in bed resting and watching fucking rom-coms. Hell yeah. So I've been really taking care of my body and my health and really being in this space of creation, but I'm still waiting for some of the things that I need to really make this tangible and real. I'm waiting on taxes. I think a lot of us are. I'm not getting all my hopes up because I'm, navigating this current moment is a little intense, but yeah. So I hope that this helps. I hope that you can find your balance, which we will really focus on next week. Have a good one.